Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Hines. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st down, Allen. And he finds Howard complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8.
These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field, because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Bill.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a 2nd empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Bills.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Third down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. This will be caught just inside the 10. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
On the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A first throw for the backup Haskins. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Boy, just hard for them to get a square shot on him when he's moving like that as he takes it for a gain of 9. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First and 10, Taylor now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The tackle made by...
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the option, Allen will keep it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big pickup of 38.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you,
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, Allen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it's still...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility
look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception.